sec here. And we're live. Hello, toy friends. Welcome
Woohoo!
back. I'm Will. That's
I'm
Bob.
Bob.
And we're joined today by the marvelous Carlos. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you? How's it
Good,
going?
good, good. Bob,
Thanks
how
for
you
having me
been?
on.
Been doing good.
Good, good, good. So yeah, not much going on today. It's real rainy here. I'm having a real rainy kind of slow day myself. But I think I should check in with the people in the chat here. We got Ian. How's it going,
Yeah.
buddy?
Hey.
Smog, what's happening, brother? Um,
Yeah.
Will's here.
Hey.
Hey, Will, thanks. Guys, this is the link. I'll leave it pinned up there for the Kickstarter. If you haven't backed Rise of Nexus yet, you may want to do so. I think they're sitting at just over 60% funded. And we've got how long do we have left on this one? A couple weeks, right?
Yeah, but a little over 2 weeks. Yeah,
A little over
it's
2 weeks left.
17 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So get in there, people. We'll leave that there. Largo's Lair says greetings,
Hey.
hello. And we've got Mr. M. Vargo. So Largo,
Hey.
then Vargo with a howdy. And then we've got Mr. Lord of Thane. How's it
Hey.
going, brother? Marvin, welcome back. How's it going? We'll, we'll,
Hey.
we'll be talking to Marvin or seeing Marvin, rather. I'm not,
Yeah.
Bob will be talking to him later tonight,
Mhm.
7:30 p.m. Is it
No, 7.
7
7.
p.m.
Yeah.
Eastern time?
I
You can
mean, you
check.
can still hop on at 7:30. We're not going to
Sure.
ban people, but yeah. If you want to get the whole conversation, Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, Marvin will be on Into the Toy Box tonight over on Outer Multiverses channel,
Mhm.
and now with more Audi. And what's up? And Vargo, yeah, we've been missing you, buddy. So you got to get some of those hard to find Leonard treasures or some of those old O-ring lines and make a video about them. He's got some really good stuff. If you like some of the more obscure stuff from the 80s, 90s, and 2000s, Mr. M. Vargo there um, has he has connections and they're international connections, and he gets some of these really cool
Oh, nice.
things like the stuff made by Toy Max and Remco and some of those
Any
older
of the
O-ring
like Fun
lines.
School?
I don't know if he has much Fun School stuff, but yeah.
Mm.
But the core videos are phenomenal too.
Oh, yeah.
Some of
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
old. This is classic core, and we'll talk about the core, a little later in the show. But these are like the height to me was like it was when GI Joe went away, and then like there was only the core, for like.
Mhm.
Well, they made some really cool stuff in the 90s. Some of it was reused from the 80s stuff, but you know, really cool
Well,
stuff.
and one really good thing about the core line was they didn't do just military guys. They also branched out and did some like policemen and
Yeah, they had
firemen and
police, firemen, construction
construction.
workers, and then they had
Yeah.
their the WoW girls, which were like just
Hmm.
fun-loving girls. They had a little scooter, a beetle, windsurfing, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, that was
Yeah. Yeah.
fun. They were not O-ring figures, but they were compatible with. They sit side by side with my O-rings for the ones that I have. But yeah, enough about that. Let's talk about Rise of Nexus. But I'm sorry. Before we talk about Rise of Nexus, Carlos, we gotta cut you off, and I gotta talk about last weekend's debacle because so last weekend I drove 2.5 hours to a show that didn't exist, and drove 2.5 hours back. Stopped at a flea market. It's kind of 5 hours of driving for nothing, and why would someone do that, you may ask, right? Is there something wrong with me? Am I a little touched? I don't know. But yes is the answer to that. And
Mhm.
it really wasn't my fault. So this, as you can see, is a physical like postcard ad for this Send Flow Joe show. Sunday, September 28th, 2025. These were distributed at Joe Fest, I think, right? Or handed out there. I was made aware of it. I think I saw something on Facebook about it, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'll go. Check it out. Didn't really do much more research on it. So about 2 or 3 days before it, Shane from Same Time Toys sent me this very picture of this like physical card on his table, and he's like, "Are you going to this? Because if you are, maybe we can meet up." And I was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I think I will go." And I was thinking, I could go live from there, or meet up with Shane. I brought my laptop. I was like, maybe we could just sit at a place and just do a quick, kind of show recap or something. It would be a fun afternoon.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, so then I drove there. I pulled up. There was like no one in the parking lot. So like catering people bringing like flower arrangements inside, and I was like, I'm still gonna walk in. So I walked in there into the venue. Took a couple steps in. I turned. I looked in there. Bunch of tables being set up with tablecloths. Nice fancy setting. Probably not for a GI Joe show. Everyone looked at me, and I was like, I'll just see myself out. And I left, and then I quickly started, furiously Googling what happened. Was I in the right place? Have I lost my mind? No, I didn't lose my mind. Here's the Facebook post once again saying it was there, but it didn't have much of a following. Like, it wasn't like a widely kind of followed show. This is like the first time I think they were just establishing it. And I had to scroll a lot to get to finally. So I saw this. I was like, no, the show is on. What the hell's going on here? Let me check. Is this thing on? I'm checking my phone. I'm tapping it. What's going on? Well, after quite a bit of scrolling, I found this post, which, like I said, really didn't have much engagement on it either. It only had like, maybe 2 or 3 likes, and probably didn't get pushed up by like the Facebook kind of algorithm, because while I was like specifically searching for Send Flow Joe show, I had seen a bunch of, you know, these posts where it was in the affirmative, and then finally this one saying it was rescheduled. So maybe it's something that I'll check out, but I'll be sure to double check it's still on before I drive up there again in April. And that's why there was no show on Sunday, because I had nothing to talk about. I listened to a couple of podcasts, had a nice, relaxing, 5 hours in the car, stopped at a flea market. Um, didn't see much fun, just some tchotchke stuff, and went home and took a nap. That was my day. So that's what
Yeah.
happened to me last Sunday.
Some
I
of the
know.
stuff you posted from the flea market and that Universe Wars
Oh
set
yeah, it was
was
like a
kind of
knockoff.
interesting.
And what's
Yeah.
funny is I had been to that. I'll look through like my Instagram, but I'm pretty sure that same carded like 5 pack called Universe Wars was
Hmm.
there like 5 years ago when I was there. Like it's
Probably.
been sitting there on those pegs. Is the same like flea market dollar store that I
Hmm.
went to, because I had been to that exact flea market before, but just haven't not been there in years. But it's just funny. Just funny. Of course, I did this. I felt like a fool, but then I was like, maybe I'm just kind of explaining it away so I don't feel foolish. But I'm telling you, it was buried. If you search it, it did
Yeah.
not come right up. So I don't feel that bad. All in all, it is what it is. It would have been nice to, a local GI Joe show would just be great.
Hmm.
Like, because we travel quite far, most of
Yeah.
us, right? And speaking of good GI Joe shows that were last weekend, Carlos, you went to a pretty cool show. You went to Joe Lanta.
Yeah. Yeah.
How
Jolanta was
how was
awesome.
how
Yeah.
was that?
It
I
was
saw you
cool.
rubbing elbows with all these cool people,
Yeah.
uh, other fellow collectors, and a lot of people, familiar faces, people we saw at Joe Fest. Um, so it's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you
Lots of
shared a
Yeah.
table with Tim, didn't you, from Giant
Oh,
Leap?
Mario San.
no, we were next to each other, so he was right
Oh,
next to
okay.
me. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Cool.
yeah, he's awesome. We got to hang out all weekend and talk and go have dinner. He's really awesome, really cool.
Oh, good, good,
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
And I saw what he did was he pushed back his Kickstarter, which I think was originally kind of going to overlap with yours a little bit.
That's what he
Uh,
originally planned. Yeah, he had told
yeah,
me that, but I'm kind of glad he did. He did.
yeah, I think so. I mean, I get it. You know what I mean? Like there is only when I say that I love being alive right now, that like my favorite scale and format of action figure is getting so much love right now.
Hmm.
I'm making irrational decisions on how to get them all. So that's me, but I do understand how some people would just punch out. There's just too much of it.
Yeah.
I can't do another one, because
Hmm.
and I've heard this argument. There are a lot of people um that are still waiting for some of the initial ones. Call sign Longbow. We're still waiting on it. They were
Yeah.
were they there at Jolanta?
They were not, and I think
They
they
were
just
not
sent
there.
out an email that they're delayed again. I'm not
Yeah.
100% sure. So
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
think I saw that on the
Operation
update.
Recall. We are going to see before Christmas. I believe we're going to see
Mhm.
some of that. I think Carson was over there, but I do understand how frustrating that might be for some people. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
On the
you know,
plus side, though, when they do arrive, at least those figures are already paid for,
yep,
so it's more like a Christmas gift than, "Oh, I just spent all this money on figures." It's like, "No, I spent that money, like, years ago." They've
yeah,
been
yes.
long gone.
Well,
yeah,
almost like 4 years ago in some cases, and I understand. Once again, you kind of knew what you were getting into
Mhm,
when you started this, and or when you got into it,
yeah.
so I get it, but I do like to spread it out a little bit too, though. There's nothing wrong with that, and I think to get the most out of each campaign, that's a good idea. So I'm glad they did that, and we had him on the show, and he seemed like a real nice guy. So I'm glad
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys were neighbors and you got along. You
Oh yeah,
guys, we didn't find out you guys were wrestling for O-ring superiority.
not at all,
No,
not
of
at all.
course
His
not.
figures are awesome, though. His figures are
Yeah, yeah,
amazing.
that is a lot of
Yeah,
fun, man. I
Yeah.
just think, and that's what I really love about all of these lines is they all do something unique, and
mhm,
you know they're in essence the thing I loved the most as a child, but new and with a unique twist on it, and everyone's got their own style, and I do really enjoy that. Did want to just acknowledge Largo there saying Will needs to
that's not a bad
organize
idea.
first annual 1-8 team meet and greet. I would love to do that.
I'd go
Um,
to that.
but like the only thing I would be able to do is like maybe like the pavilion on the beach, where you can rent it for a birthday party. Like that's all I can
Oh
afford. Yeah.
oh
So
oh
if everyone
oh,
wants to
darn.
fly down
Hanging
here,
out on the beach and
yeah, it's
talk
Florida, so
toys? Oh,
like we could
no.
barbecue or something, and I mean I'd be fine with that, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying if anyone, really wanted to do
Oh, you
something
don't even
like
have to
that,
get you don't even have to get barbecue fancy. Just, everybody order a couple of pizzas each and
sure, yeah,
mix
yeah,
and match and share and,
because there's
chill and have a good
so
time.
many of those places,
Oh
and
yeah,
you have to reserve them,
Mhm.
but it's like, oh, $25 and you get it for the whole day,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, and Goji saying nothing wrong with a nice Sunday drive.
Mhm.
Audi in the house.
Hey,
What's up?
hey.
Get out of here. Audi's here. All right. And so Jolanta was a huge success. You got to show off because you only had a couple figures. What did you have at Joe Fest? You only had the four, right?
Joe Fest, I had 5 figures
Oh,
actually.
five
So
figures. I'm
I had
sorry.
I had Cadaver, which was the first stretch goal too, as well.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yes, you're
and now
correct.
they've multiplied. I have a ton. I've lost count. How
Yeah, I
many?
saw the pictures and
Yeah.
variants and all that
Mhm.
stuff. So it looked
Yeah.
really great. Like I said, I was a little jealous as I was driving alone in my van, wondering what I did wrong in life, why I drove 5 hours, and I'm seeing all these awesome pictures of you, rubbing elbows with all the greats and yourself amongst them, and you know,
I'm
wishing I
sorry.
had gone. So
I do want to say
perhaps,
somebody at Joe Fest suggested an O-ring con, and it has not
yeah,
left my mind since then.
that would be
And
cool.
that
And
would be cool.
I'm really I'm a 118 centric channel. It is my favorite scale. Not arguing with anyone or saying anything negative about any other scale. They're all great.
Yeah.
This is just my favorite, and I felt people weren't talking about it enough. So, or every time I brought it up, people were like, "Oh, let's talk about that other stuff." Um, so I was like, "I'll make my own damn show," like.
Yeah.
But I'm really talking about O-rings all the time now. It seems like trust me, people. I do like other stuff.
There's
So
nothing wrong with
yeah,
talking
but it
about
just seems
O-rings.
like for like the last like 3 or 4 months, every show has been about like an O-ring or a Kickstarter. So I was like, do I just make an O-ring show and the rest of the 118 scale? I don't know. I think it all fits. It's all good.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, an O-ring only convention would be pretty. There's enough people out there now.
Yeah.
There's enough creators,
At least
But
a 1/1/8 or something like that,
yeah,
the
yeah,
convention. Yeah.
I like it. So hey, your Kickstarter's not coming soon. It's already here,
It's
and
here.
it's. I think this says 60. What does that say? 60% funded,
Yep.
Yeah.
and that was a little screenshot as of this morning. So guys, we know a little bit about the rise of Nexus. Carlos was nice enough to send me that beautiful gift, pack with the unpainted figure and the sample in there and stuff. And we had him on, but that was almost a couple months ago, wasn't it? That was like maybe
Yeah.
3 months
Well,
ago. Yeah.
that's
Before,
before Jet Fest.
It
yeah.
was before Joe Fest.
Yeah.
Geez. Yeah.
Right?
That was before June. So that was months ago. So it's really exciting to check in now because you had a great launch, or
Mhm.
I perceive it as great. You probably perceive it as hectic, or tell us a little bit. Tell us a little bit about that. How was that for you?
So man, leading up to the launch was so like lost so much sleep. My
Oh,
wife had to call EMS at least a few days
oh
before the
wow.
launch. Yeah, I
So
nothing
really,
serious happened. I was just
okay,
in bed sleeping, and I woke up and I couldn't breathe. Like my just could not get a
like
breath in.
anxiety, or
I think it's apnea. I think it's sleep apnea. It's
oh, okay, okay.
what we think. I mean, I have to go do a sleep study and all that, but
Well, you got to
yeah,
take care of yourself. Yeah,
yeah,
this is supposed to bring joy to you, not
yes,
not
yeah,
not, not kill you. Please,
yeah, yeah.
Carlos, take care of yourself.
But yeah, I jumped out of bed, couldn't breathe. I was like, I woke my wife up, and like after a few seconds, I want to say after 10 seconds, I was back to normal. EMS came by, checked out all my stats, all my vitals. What's up, Ian? And I'm fine. I'm good. Everything. I'm super healthy.
Good.
They didn't see anything weird, but yeah, it was scary. I didn't know if I was, with just lack of sleep or stress. I didn't feel stress, but I don't know. These things happen, I guess.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I know.
um,
We spoke a little bit, and I said once you have these in hand, though, once you see your kind of
mm,
your little your creation brought to life, it's gonna feel great,
yeah,
man. You're gonna feel so good once, like this thing that was just a seed in the back of your brain and has become this. And Largo said, "Great card art." Yeah, love it.
Mhm.
Looks good, man. Looks fantastic. And this is just kind of a refresher here, guys. These are the four that we talked about the first show. And there may have been some characters, Carlos was not ready to reveal. But as of Jolanto, or as of now, we have this beautiful shot. Carlos, we have some new characters here. Do you want to talk a little bit about some of these guys?
yeah,
Um,
yeah, definitely. So in the back is wave one. We're seeing wave one. Those are the first ones that we started showing off. So left to right is Psycho, Sleepwalker, Wolfpack, and Night Owl. And those figures unlock at the $60,000 goal, at the initial goal, along with Evil Face and Muitu, which are both at the end. So both of the guys in blue in the first row,
at the
those,
ends.
yeah,
Okay.
at the ends, they also unlock with wave one. Yeah, and so Evil Face and Muitu are the newer character or newest characters, I guess. After Wave One, Evil Face was designed by Evil Face, who's a toy customizer who I've been following for over 25 years.
Oh, is that right? Oh,
Yeah,
cool. I did
yeah,
not
yeah,
know
yeah.
that the backstory. I love the head sculpt. I think
Yeah,
he looks awesome.
he
Yeah.
looks awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. So on the left, yeah, that's Evil Face, and then next to him is Scope in the green with the hat. He is like a drone operator, kind of like the guy who sets up the missions too, but he's a real badass. And then one of my favorites is Mamba in the middle with the hooded.
Love it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love Mamba. Inspired by the Danish special forces.
Is that right?
Uh,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. At
cool.
least the look, pretty much. Yeah, it was kind of the hood. And then Cadaver next to him, the female, our first female
Yeah,
character. Everybody loves her. So
yeah,
here,
Mhm.
we got,
She's looking good, and we've got some
yeah,
more shots of her
we can get,
as well.
yeah, hope we can get her unlocked. And then Movie 2 all the way on the right, which is in the story, he's the guy who raised both Wolfpack and Psycho together because they were taken from their families at a young age.
Oh,
Yes, and he raised them. I mean, he's the one who kidnapped them, but that's all part
oh,
of the
gotcha,
story.
gotcha, gotcha.
And
Spoiler
yeah,
alert.
not really a spoiler, but yeah, that's pretty much that's kind of the basics of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, a lot of people love Wolfpack, and we have a kind of a special tier award this week, but we can talk about that later, and we'll see lots of Wolfpack. Um,
yeah, yeah. And then, and like I said, just wanting to kind of go back. We saw these in the original live stream. These are the original first wave. Removable mask, and I do like some of the details that don't stand, immediately you don't notice, but yeah, removable mask there.
yeah,
And the stands, I noticed in this picture here with Night Owl, um, they're not pegged, right? They have like a
they do have a peg. It's in the back.
okay,
I don't think you can see it, but yeah. So this is still a prototype. We have to kind of resize it and
sure.
rework it. But if you see that little that block in the back, that's supposed to hold the game card for when the tabletop game releases. So we
That's
just
what I wanted to, yeah, that's what I want to touch on there. So, is that like area in the that would go over the foot, kind of just to keep it more secure as you're moving it on the game board or playing the game?
Yeah,
Is
so
that
trying to kind of figure out how to, because I also want you to bring any action figure that you already own. It doesn't have to be these Rise of Nexus figures, so it has to
yeah,
be like a universal system that kind of fits everybody. And hey,
gotcha. Scorched Earth saying, "Let's see the new one." Enough of this. We've already seen this. Let's see the new one. All right, but no,
I like the
a lot of
sleeves on
nice
this guy.
details though. The
thank you.
sleeves too, yeah,
Mhm.
very very
Yeah.
cool. Um, and then one thing that I was going to touch on, if you noticed in some of the pictures there, is and here's compared to some really nice figures. Those the
Mhm.
Skeletron and the Ghost from Call Sign Longbow or slash Skeletron. Here is Cadaver with some of the other ladies. We've got geez, why can't what Kestrel and the
Fairness?
Baroness,
No.
yeah, and
Kestrel Baroness, yeah.
yeah, and then you had this picture on there, and I just had to throw it there. I wasn't sure if you were just showing
No.
off the badonkadonk or what, but it was a good photo, so I added it. And that's the thing you notice is that oh, here they are with the Void Rivals, right? That was that set
Inmates.
that just came out. Yeah, they look good. Yeah, they scale very well with here's
Mhm.
a an OG that's not an OG Duke. That's like a 2000s Duke, and then
Yeah.
one of the newer ones. Yeah.
Super 7,
But
yeah.
the working holsters.
Mhm.
That's a
Yeah.
bold move. Yeah. So we've talked about this with a lot of the recent kind of O-ring Renaissance figures. And some people just like keeping it classic
Mhm.
with the sculpted on kind of non-removable types, and um, other people. But I've seen like Marauder and Eagle Force have done a really good job, even with the really small ones. Even the Star Wars
Mhm.
Vintage Collection does removable kind of holsters and straps and things like that. And I like it. I could go either way with it, but I like it. Was there some back and forth with you in that decision there, Carlos?
No, it wasn't originally planned,
Okay,
I I wasn't really sure how we were gonna tackle, I mean, to say it's not planned, it's something I've always wanted. I know other lines have done it. I was, seeing like the original O-ring toys, and you couldn't remove those sidearms. It was kind of
sure.
annoying, I guess.
Yeah. When I
You
was a
know,
kid, I always kind of
yeah.
wished,
So I had to pretend like, okay, he's got his, he dropped his rifle, but he's got his pistol,
yeah,
right? So, but this way, you can actually hold it. It was something. It was really more on the engineer's decision in the end. He added it on there, and I ended up loving it. So no complaints there. Um, so it kind of worked out in the end, I think. And then with as far as like the other characters also have with like either a holster on their chest or a knife on their chest or something like that. And the plan pretty much is to kind of change those out. So we could reuse torsos and things, but we'll change like some of the aesthetics on there to, kind
Yeah,
of
very
change them up
nice.
a little
Yeah,
different.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
think that's great. And just wanted to get that group shot again. I love it. So yeah,
Mhm.
Evil Face has that knife, right?
Yeah,
Just
he's got that knife. Yeah.
looking at some of them scope. Is that walkie
He's
talkie
got like
kind
a
of one?
walkie-talkie. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I see, some of them, but I do like that. And I think that's a great addition. And some cloth goods too. So
Yeah.
it's not
Mhm.
just yeah, so that's pretty good. Someone calling me here. Um let's uh let's talk about some of these. So these are you've got some alternate paint jobs, I guess, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're just calling them variants for a reason, though. That ties into the story. But yeah, we have a couple of them that are also offered on the Kickstarter as add-ons if you want to grab those. And these are of Psycho, which is our main character, I
You
would
got
say.
Psycho, you've
Yeah.
got this repaint of Night
Night
Owl.
Owl.
Nice.
Very
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. And Evil Face with an alternate head, right? That's the same paint job, but an alternate head.
Yeah. So in the Kickstarter, if you go in the with the all-in tier, you get an additional like accessory head pack. So it comes with God, I forget now. So 7 heads and 2 accessories, where you can, each one belongs to a certain character, but obviously you can do whatever you want with them and, put them
Gotcha.
on somebody else.
And this is the now, yeah, I'm a little confused on this one too because you got a lot going on, and I would say even as much as I've been following it. So the cadaver that you get is not this one, right? This is
Oh,
the
this is definitely the cadaver you get. Yeah, you get
oh,
this
this is the
cadaver.
cadaver you get. Okay,
Yes, yes.
okay,
So this would be the main cadaver or the version 1, and the accessory head pack includes a different head for her. So, which is, I think,
oh.
might be able to show it off in the next few days. The
Oh, look
new,
at that. It's Chad just stopped
oh,
by and gifted 5 Wilhelm Toy and Hobby memberships. Well, thank you, Chad,
mhm.
and a happy birthday to you,
Awesome.
sir. I saw that it was your birthday, and later today, Chad will be doing a birthday stream. So, yeah, uh, great. Thank you so much. Yo, dorks, what's up? How's it going, buddy? Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And I can't see who got those, but whoever got those, congratulations. That was very nice of you. So yeah, G, what's happening, man? Saying these are great designs and sculpts. Go fund these people. And yes,
Yeah.
just a reminder, the link to the Kickstarter is pinned. You could click on that and go all in right now. So that's great. Yeah, lots of fun. And everyone loves heads. Yes.
Mhm.
And are these going to be pop and swap type heads, or is this take the
Yes.
screw out of the back
Yeah,
and
similar to like modern era GI Joes, so like
so you
the
got like
forged.
a neck post and a
Yes.
ball joint?
Yeah.
Okay, very cool.
Just
Okay.
pop up. Yeah, and those are actually compatible with Legends of the Hidden Force, so Whiskey Jack toys.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another one too. Was he
Yep.
there at Jolanta?
No, Joe Fest though. Yeah, Joe Fest.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. We saw him at Joe Fest. Yeah. So very cool, very cool. Yeah. Excellent, excellent. What's happening? And Bjorn showed up. Hey,
Hey,
what's
Bjorn.
happening, brother? Yep. All right. And a lot of well wishers for Chad. Birthday stream later today or directly after this show, I think, or maybe like an hour after. Um, so I saw this one. I guess was this over during Joe Lanta? You had this.
Yeah, so that's Mamba, and that's the Purple Gang came by, and
Oh, they dropped the little heart in the hot dog man.
yeah, the
Okay,
hot dog gang.
gotcha. Okay, I was just curious about it, but that totally makes sense now.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. Hey, waffles are good, man. Waffles are
Mhm.
good. No worries. Enjoy those waffles. Here's a nice repaint. I love it. Yeah. And that's one thing about like people like Matt LaCroix, he could paint a figure and it almost becomes an entirely new character, like
Yes.
even like some of
Mhm.
his repaints and kit bashes and stuff like that. It's just amazing. I love the format. I love the O-ring format just for that because it's just so modular. You could just change so much around.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
like
it's
I
so
said,
easy to do so.
I
Yeah.
add that paint job and because he's almost like a different character. And I kind of get where you're going with these alternates too, because just the whole nexus and the right the whole like thing is these are just to fill people in, right? Rise of Nexus is kind of like, I don't know, how would you explain it? It's like
You mean the
champions
table?
from all
Yeah,
over the place, right? Being
pretty
like
much.
drawn
Yeah,
into, it's like secret wars, I guess, kind of, but
yeah.
like uh, where they're being pulled in, and there
That's a
could be
good way
all,
to put it. Yeah.
yeah, like alternate versions of these heroes or challengers, if you will, right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. So, and this one was actually this color scheme was designed by Matt LaCroix also. So everything from the shoes all the way to the top. He looks
Oh
great.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah. I
cool,
love
cool.
this.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, it looks
So
good.
he's actually going to be available. He's not available on the campaign right now, but he will be on this week at some point, and I'll make an announcement about that. Um,
Okay. Very cool. And then this was I love that mask. That's so
yeah,
cool. For Psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yep, 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 yep. It's a cool
Very
mask.
cool. And that's like an alternative have. And then you dropped this doozy
Mm.
this morning, right? This
Yeah.
blurred out little thing. And well, thank you so much for revealing it here today. So this is the moment
Mhm.
you've all been waiting for. So our impatient feller who was commenting earlier to get on with it. We're gonna get on with it. We're gonna reveal it. But I did want everyone to, have a chance. Smog's been waiting for it. Oh, you've been waiting
Mhm.
for it. All right. Well,
Well, we'll make
um,
him wait longer.
yeah. So here you go, guys. Here is the big reveal. Carlos, before we show this, what exactly are we seeing? Are we going to see here? Because I just want to check my slides real quick. Just want to make sure I didn't mess up. Okay, no, we could add that back. So you posted this also.
Yes.
So this week
Yes.
only, between the 6th and the 10th, you're
Yes.
going to be revealing one, two, three, four, five uh alternate figures. Is that right?
Ooh, no. So we're doing five unique tier rewards.
Five
Uh,
unique tier rewards. Okay.
yes, yes. These all launch for 24 hours each.
Oh,
One of them launches immediately after we're done here. I don't know how long this is going to go, but at 4
yeah.
p.m. So 4 p.m. one of these tier rewards goes live, and a new figure gets added on to the campaign. Which you can also, if you've already pledged, you could grab him as an add-on, or he's available in one of these special tier rewards.
Is
Um,
that right?
yes,
Okay. So
yeah,
this is
yeah, yeah,
pretty exciting. And then
yeah.
Scorched Earth, or this is Matt, right? Matt
Yes.
LaCroix.
Yeah, yeah,
What's
and
up, brother?
this
Yeah.
is actually also this design is also a unique design by Matt LaCroix too. So I put him on. I gave him the challenge, to come up with something for us, and
And he always comes up with
just
fantastic stuff.
yeah,
I mean, the
just
guy's
absolute fire. So
brilliant. Yeah.
yeah, it's a new figure. Yeah, like I said, 4 p.m. he'll be up, and then he'll be available. Like I said, he's available as an add-on throughout the whole campaign. So if you've already pledged, all you have to do is go on there, throw him onto your,
And just add them on.
add them
Okay.
on. If not, like I said, you can get them through one of these special tier
All
rewards.
right. So, I mean, are you guys ready to see this? I guess so, right?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so. Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Drum roll, please. No one good
I
at
don't know if
Yeah,
you can hear
I'm
that.
not
no,
doing
okay.
this.
Yeah. Oops. All psychos. Sorry, guys. uh,
Hey, I'm cool
Yeah.
with that. He's my favorite of the line. So.
So this is the all-in tier reward that launches at 4 p.m. It's called Oops All Psychos. You get all 3 psycho figures in here, plus one bonus figure, where if you haven't guessed, it is the new figure that we're going to show off to. So
yeah.
you get 4 figures for this at a special price. And they're all like, when you see that it's all Oops All Psychos, all 4 figures are related to each other. So
Very cool. Yeah. Not a mistake.
not a
But
mistake at
so
all.
slight. I love it, man. That's great. So
Yeah.
no, really, guys. Now we're gonna see the figure. Here's the figure. It's coming out, and before we say this, I just gotta say, uh, I'm glad, Carlos. You're just a great guy. Just such a nice and generous man, and I just want to say how much I really genuinely am glad to have met you
Thank you.
because you made this figure for me in your line. That was amazing, dude. You are just such a nice guy to take Wilhelm, who's
Mhm.
not me, by the way. So
No.
this isn't me, but this is Wilhelm, the mascot of my channel, and make him a figure in your toy line. That was
Yeah,
just so nice of you, dude.
it's
Like
happening.
really nice. And this is not shitty Photoshop at all. This is
No,
just
this was painted
uh,
by Matt LaCroix. Yeah.
yeah, this was painted
Yeah.
by Matt LaCroix. No, this is a piece of. Don't ever do this. I'm kidding, guys. This was a joke. Really, now
Oh,
we've got
company to
the
Wilhelm.
we've got the reveal. Here it is. Um, and then Carlos, I'll let you tell us about them.
Sure. All right. Here we go. So this is these are called Cyclones. They are
Nice.
guards of the Nexus arena, and they patrol the arena and kind of make sure everybody, because the arena is also a prison at the same time.
Yeah,
So
someone turns chicken, tries to run. They're dealing with these
they're
guys,
dealing
right?
with these guys. Yes,
Yeah.
and they share DNA with none other than Psycho himself. That's why he's included with the 3-pack that we just showed, the Oops All Psycho, which comes in special packaging and all that.
Will these
Again,
also
design.
be available by themselves as a true builder?
Yes, as a true builder, yeah, you can grab him as an add-on, and he'll be sprinkled in these next tier rewards that are occurring this week. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, he's incredible. I love him. He's awesome.
Yeah. Matt saying smidge of well, I'm gonna mess that up, and then people are gonna correct me, so I'm not gonna say it. And then wanted to call them soul assassins. Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, so it ended up with Cyclones, so Seiklones, and I think that
I
pretty much
like it. I
says it
love
all.
it.
Mhm.
Love the colors, dude. It looks sharp, man.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Matt, what did you do with that sword? And Carlos, is that going into production, or is that just
I
Matt
don't know.
making that thing beautiful? Look at that beautiful metallic sword.
Matt likes to make me sweat, so
I know, I know that's probably not easy to do to make that. So I was just wondering. I mean, we could all just get a chrome pen or something and maybe paint our own, but
yeah,
that was sharp, man. That looks really
Mhm.
good.
yeah. I love the use of the lower arms. Everything is just really, really sharp, really good design. He killed it.
Yeah, yeah, it looks good, man. I love all the Matt really brought out all the details on it too, with
Yeah,
those pops of red and the purple. Looks fantastic.
yeah. I love it. I
Cyclones.
love that it
Yeah.
matches the branding and everything. Like it's a really cool figure. It's a really
Hmm.
like
And that
I feel
sword,
like he read
man.
my mind.
Mhm.
Yeah, got
Metallic
it.
swords. Come on, let's do it. I
Yeah.
want real
Yeah, I
metal
think
one
after the
punch
show, I'm
scale
gonna have to go
swords.
in and manage my pledge. Make sure I get the Oops All Psychos in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you said that's going live 4 p.m. today.
Yeah, like 3:59, 4 p.m. around there. Yeah,
Okay,
you can go on
that's
there
awesome. Yeah, for
and
sure, man.
add those on, and then we'll be adding other items this week, like some gear stuff, like shirts and hats and things like that. To kind of just help the campaign along. But yeah, and some other things. We'll tease some other things. We got other variants that are being teased this week and all.
That's
But
right. And so all week you're going to be over on social media. So on your Facebook or Instagram, you'll be posting a new reveal every day this week.
every day this week, yeah, I got a lot of work to do tonight. So
Okay. All right. All
yeah.
right.
I'm mostly
Sounds
caught
good.
up, but yeah, I this was kind of, kind of like a last minute addition, but it was just kind of putting our heads together with Matt and this is what we came up with, and I think it's killer. I love it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And just for me, I can't have enough of these guys. So, I love it all.
Yeah.
Like I said, call sign longbow, strike force alpha, all the new guys, even back when like G.I. Joe ended, I was buying up the core, the
Oh yeah.
bronze bombers,
Mhm.
the Remco stuff, like when I was a kid, yeah, my mom came home with the knockoff G.I. Joe. I was mad,
Right.
but nowadays I just love it. I pick them
Yeah.
all up,
Oh
and
yeah.
anything that's even like remotely similar, I'll pick up and really enjoy. So I'm all in on all of these, and Legends of the Hidden Forest, Delta 17. Speaking of Delta 17, I did want to just a break from our regular scheduled broadcast here, and share this that whoop, wrong. I'm not good at this. Guys, Delta 17 is having the end of summer sale. That was supposed to end the first, but they extended it through the beginning of next week. So you got 2 more days, I believe. So it's through the 7th. And that's regularly carded single figures, $20. The Joe Fest 2025 Desert 2-pack, that's 40. The Hailstorm units are 35 each. Weapons packs are 5, and comics are $4 each over on delta17.com. So
Now
yeah,
the comics, is that still issue 1 or have they
that
done
is
issue
issue
2
one.
yet?
Yeah, issue
Okay.
2 is still being worked on, and I had talked to them too about maybe just going digital with the second issue. Speaking of like comics too, like Strike Force Alpha had an issue 1. Call
Mhm.
Sign Longbow, I think, has issue 1 and 2 out. Um, Carlos, you doing a comic? No.
At some point, I have a script
Okay.
going, but it's a lot. There's a lot to it, so it's gonna take a
Yeah.
while. I don't just want to do one issue and then leave everybody on a cliffhanger for who knows how long.
Oh yeah. You can show that guy off online now. Very
You
cool.
can.
And thank you so much, Carlos, for. And I'm sorry, guys. I was just being goofy. With
You
the
can definitely show them.
with the stalling on that. I'm sorry. Yeah, it is rad, dude. Thank you. Yeah,
Thank you,
and
Ian. Thank you.
yeah, Delta 17 sale. Very cool.
I
So
gotta
yeah,
get in on that sale too before it expires.
Rise of Comic Nexus Comic will be great because yeah, we didn't talk so much about the and that is the game as well. So it's not
Yeah.
just it's the game. It's a tabletop, quick, fast paced tabletop game. You're not going to be sitting there with lasers and
Mhm.
rulers and doing math and everything like that. You're going to get in there. You're going to get your toys. You're going to get on the table. You're going to play, and you're going to have a good time. So.
Some simple math, as long as you can count to 20, I think you'll be okay.
Oh, good.
It's
Okay, good.
simple
Yeah,
arithmetic.
yeah. I
Now,
have I
is
have
the game
trouble
going to use
sometimes.
all one
I know
type of die, or
what's happening.
are you gonna get the different sizes of dice, like
Yeah.
the
Oh,
D10s
five
and
issue
D20s, and
miniseries. Oh yeah.
Uh, I think just a standard die for now is kind of what I have. I don't, I think once we go back to the development, then we can kind of see what that is. Because the main issue that I'm having is the size of the board, like
Mhm.
what that should be and how many characters can fit at the board at one time, and I just like those little things that like the rules are all set, everything's been written out. We've
Yeah.
played it a bunch, we've play tested it, but those little things like the board is really where I'm stuck at, and I've kind of been ignoring that to work on the action figures, and then soon I'll soon we'll get back to it.
No?
Yeah. Oh, it was killing you. You really wanted to reveal that sucker. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And from what I understand, you're blowing on the paint to dry it
Yeah.
as he was getting ready to
Yeah.
to try and get that out there. So yeah, that's really cool. But yeah, that was just a little break there, and like I said, all of these lines, I love them. I'm like of the
Mhm.
thinking right now, like, geez, like I don't even need like the big toy companies anymore. There's so many great, awesome,
Yeah.
people making toys out there. It's like taking up my my entire fund, hobby funds is just
Yeah.
supporting these guys. And you know what? I'd rather support you guys.
Yeah.
It's then and you
100%.
guys. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I know not everyone can do everything, but terrain is always an extra character. Yeah. Vehicles and
Mhm.
play sets are like a character in themselves, and
Yeah.
I know that's a totally different ball game when it comes to design, manufacturing, and all of that. But um, a Nexus Dome battle play set would be pretty whack.
That would be
Yeah,
pretty
pretty
cool. Yeah.
awesome, right?
Four men
Yeah.
enter, one man leaves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
And
mean, it'd mostly be a prison, so I don't know how fun
oh, okay. It's like I gotcha. We're adults, man. We could have back alley Rise of Nexus
Oh yeah.
battles for keeps at
Yeah.
Joe
Mhm.
Fest in between two cargo trucks.
I
You
would love
know,
that. I would love
and
that. I would
you
love to
lose
see
the
the
battle,
game.
I
Yeah.
keep your figures, man. That's how it goes.
Oh, play for big
Yeah.
stakes.
Play for keeps. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, I've thought about that already. There's gonna be people playing for keeps like Pog.
TMI.
Yeah.
Toy much information. Sweet reveal. Yes,
Thank
it
you.
does. Damn, that ninja kicks ass. He sure does.
Mhm.
Yes, all play sets would be rad. I love them. I
Yeah.
would, yeah.
Yeah.
Upstairs at Joe Fest, I'm in. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, Shane. We'll we'll,
Heck,
we'll
out by the
hopefully
pool.
we'll host it
All right,
already.
Hey,
well,
Yeah.
that's where I'll be actually. I'll be upstairs at Joe Fest next year. So
Okay, good.
come find me.
So we'll have a little a little shady backroom toy
Yeah.
thing going on back there. Toy battles for keeps. Yeah. Uh, so yeah, Rise and Nexus guys. Links in the it's pinned in the chat right now. You can click on it. You can back it. Mm.
I don't think I'm
When are we
forgetting.
expecting these? So
Oh,
was it
the
27?
2027, yeah,
Yeah.
2027 was like kind of worst case scenario. But while I was at Joe Lanta, made a lot of connections, talked to a lot of people, signed an NDA. So we'll see if maybe we can, kind of
Good.
get these sooner.
Mm.
But I no promises again.
Yeah.
Could be later than 2027. Yeah,
Shane saying bring extra figures, they could go fast. Yeah, with
yeah,
my luck, man. I just yeah. Um,
Yeah, the dice gods are not always with me
that's
playing
right.
games.
And Bjorn did make it on the flag on his first shot. That
Yes, he did.
yeah, our other real time when I crashed the pool party with planes trying to land them
Mm,
on the 2 years ago.
yeah.
Pete brought a flag and floated it in the hotel pool.
no way.
Yeah, yeah, and I bought some foam like knockoff. Well, they were GI Joe branded, but they were just like foam generic planes, and I was trying to throw them on there. Mine sucked. I died. Bjorn just nailed it. First shot right on the
Yeah.
deck, man. He's perfect.
I
Yeah.
have
Good
video
job.
proof on my
That's
YouTube
right.
channel of that.
Wow.
Yeah. Take your time, get it right, brother. We could wait for
Yep.
this. Yeah, that's
Thank
right.
you.
When you're signing up for these things, like I said, you know what you're getting into. So, um, I don't know. Unless someone, like I said, once again, on a Kickstarter, if someone promises something and then, takes your money for it, they should deliver it,
Yeah.
obviously. But, and, if what you get is far away from what was promised, yeah, I can understand that. But, things like an independent person trying to, negotiate with factories and stuff like that. And it being a bumpy road is kind of to be expected.
Yeah.
I get it. I don't. I'm not too harsh on that.
And
Um,
plus, there's more people now competing for that factory time.
there
Yeah.
is, and I'm happy there
So,
is. Though I know some people don't
oh yeah,
like it, but you know what? That's the day and age we're in. Where yeah, you can make these contacts, and other people did it, and people have saw success with it, and they said, "Well, I'm going to give it a shot too." And I admire and appreciate everyone who goes out there and does their own thing. And um, I just I dig it. I don't know.
yeah,
I'm into that.
yeah. I
Speaking
like
of
seeing
other
all these
cool
new
people
worlds.
kind of realizing their dreams, I do want to just mention that there's 10 hours or 9 hours to go on 30 and 25, the O-ring figure campaign.
Mhm.
He's 90 backers, and he would love to be 100 backers by the end of this. Now, so it's just for this figure, and you could go sign up right now. He's got some cool add-ons and additional things and a comic and stuff like that. But yeah, dope figure. Would love to see it happen. I backed it.
Yeah,
Can't wait to see
and
that one. 9 hours to go. There's a link in the description if you'd like to go check it out.
it would be
Uh,
cool if we could get to that first stretch goal of Gothica.
yeah, she looked really cool.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
like the um, I like the kind of world he's building there. It's
Mhm.
very, very, very neat. I do like that.
Yeah,
Um,
I could see Gothica and like Pythona being good buddies in my O-ring world.
oh,
Oh yeah.
so Bjorn mentioning
Yep.
that you can order Marauders figures from their site now. Very cool.
Mhm.
Okay, excellent. Nexus will rise. Yes. So yeah, very cool. We also have last or 2 weeks ago on our show, the Edge. That's a modern articulation for all you people that are sick of me talking about O-rings. Modern articulation 118 scale figure, and a superhero figure nonetheless. Or he uses guns too, but these are
Yeah.
super powered folks, and a comic, and that was from I'm sorry. They'll be on your show later tonight, right, Bob?
Yeah, yeah, we'll be talking about it. And I was really surprised, like going over the Kickstarter, like all the different pledge options, because you can like pledge for just the figures, or just the comics, or just some coffee. Um, so yeah. Anyway, we'll be covering all that. So
Yep, that's right. And that's into the toy box later tonight. That's at 7 p.m. And you have a
mhm.
Die Hard 3.75 coming on.
Yeah, and
Join you.
he'll also be on Into the Toy Box, and then we'll hop over to his show. Well, he'll hop over to his show. He
Yeah, that's really
his
cool.
setup doesn't allow for guests right now, so
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, I did tell him he could always reach out to me, and we could set something up so we could have guests.
Hmm.
But yeah, very cool. Just wanted to mention that. That's later tonight. You'll see more about that. Um,
Yeah,
what
hear
else
from the
do I
man
have?
himself.
I think I had something else. I just want to see what it was. Oh, that's right. Leonard Toys. We were talking about them. Cotswold. We had a little stream. We talked about Cotswold. These are coming out in October, and why Greg Brown, the owner of Cotswold, is coming on the show in a couple weeks, and he's going to
Awesome.
give us a little more information. We're going to talk about that in the launch. So, he's the hero who has brought these hard to find Leonard decor, modern, vehicles and play sets to the U.S., guys. So you could order all of these on the Cotswold, or you could pre-order all of these on cotswoldcollectibles.com right now. I think it's gijoelite.com if you go over there. And if you want to wait and hear more about it, but yeah, Greg
And,
will be
and
on in a couple weeks, and I believe it's 2 weeks from now. I could be wrong. It might be 3 weeks from now. It might be the
and
26th. So it's three Sundays from now. He'll be on to talk with us about more about how I want to know how he convinced them, because like, man, these things were so frustrating to find, and
mhm.
yeah,
Now, quick
that's
question. If we know already, is he going to be shipping those like out of the US, or are they going to be like shipping, like drop shipping from overseas?
I don't know, and that would be
Okay.
great questions for him. Um,
All right.
there was
So
one
no,
other thing that popped up on my radar that I wanted to share with you guys, and that was eBerry Studios.
oop,
You may have seen some of their work because Carlos, uh, they
Yeah,
did some work for you, right? No.
yeah. They've designed all our characters. Yeah, all
Yeah.
our
So
yeah.
the designer of
So
the characters, yeah, the sculptor
the
rather. So you
sculptor, yeah,
design them.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. They're your design, but the sculptor, he has launched his own IP, and you could go over there right now. I'll share a link. Even if you just want to check it out. But if you just sign up for their newsletter, you get to download the preview comic right now for free. So I just wanted to share that, and you guys could go check out the Quantum Veil Operatives. I really love the story. I really enjoyed it, and this is going to be a future Kickstarter. And they have said they'd love to come on the show and talk about it later on. But yeah, if
Did
you
he say that though? Is it going to be a Kickstarter? That's cool. I didn't know that. That'd be
or maybe it's going to be some other way. I'm sorry. Maybe it's launching its own. I don't know how exactly he's doing it, so I could be wrong there. But he said um, that this is the IP he's creating is a comic right now, and there will be toys in the future. So he's working on that, and I don't know, Bjorn, because I just know about the comic right now, and that he did say that in the future these would be coming out as a toy, and that he'd love to come on the show and talk about it. So I just wanted to, you know, let you know and thank you.
yeah.
Also,
Be
want to
interesting
thank
if you.
all the channel members who support the channel. Thank you so very much. We appreciate that. And thank you guys for watching. We're not done yet. Bob, go right ahead with what you were going to say. I just
Oh,
wanted
I
to.
was going to say it'd be interesting if eBay Studios released his figures as like STL files for 3D printing. Just made them like digital, and then you download the file and print your
Yeah,
own
which
as
he
many as you
did
want.
do,
Yeah.
but he just closed. Remember, 2 weeks ago, I think we
Well,
covered it.
yeah, I
That
know
he
he
was
closed
closing
his other
his,
stuff, but
yeah, his store
I
down.
was
Yeah,
saying his like new these like this new IP. Be interesting if he
sure,
did
sure.
that.
There was another Kickstarter. Which one? There was like the Battle Beast kind of guys. Do you remember that one?
Oh, the Morphonauts guy.
Morphonauts did that,
Yeah.
where they did 6-inch figures, but if you want it 4-inch, you could you could support it and get the STL files and print them
Hmm.
yourselves.
Yeah.
So that was really nice of them to do that. You know, give some love to the 118 while they weren't making them in production. You could still
Okay. Yeah.
kind of join in and have some fun. Um, Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was Chad. Thank you. Yeah. So I don't know about that. Carlos, you got to be pretty excited. You got to feel pretty full of yourself. You're walking around with kind of like a little extra pep in your step. You're walking kind of feeling like a cool guy with all the success you've been having, or
Maybe, I don't know. We'll see.
yeah,
We'll see what happens.
kind of taking up a little extra space in the aisle at the supermarket. Hey, I'm a big
No,
guy. No,
just trying to
Staying
get, just
live,
trying to get,
playing in the background everywhere
yeah,
you go.
just
yeah,
trying to get more than 5 hours of sleep. That's what I'm
no,
trying to get
you take
right
care of yourself, man. That's the most
Yeah.
important thing. And like I said,
now.
as much as I would love these figures, I would rather you be healthy and
Mm.
happy rather than get some toys. But if you could do the two things and keep, if you could stay healthy and produce the toys, I would much more prefer that. But
No, yeah, I'm trying.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
you
like the
gotta, you gotta,
engineering pyramid, you know? It's like,
yeah, you gotta take care of yourself first. But yeah, morphonauts are very cool. I do
hmm
love them. So Carlos, what else? Is there anything we missed?
no, I don't think so. I mean, other than maybe, hopefully we'll see you guys at Codename Iowa if anybody decides to
Oh,
come
okay,
by.
yeah. What do you know when that is?
That is November 16th, I believe.
Okay,
Yeah, November, 2 days. It's around that weekend.
and you'll
Um,
be probably rubbing elbows with O-ring royalty there
maybe,
as
yeah,
well, right?
yeah.
All our favorite people. Uh,
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully,
yeah,
I can. We were funded by then, and just
yeah.
kind of working, maybe even showing off the tabletop game by then. At least a prototype of some sort.
That would be really exciting.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that, and and just so you know, like always, I said it before, Carlos, anytime you want to come on and just talk about Rise of Nexus, I know that's the focus of your life, but maybe after the heat dies down, you might want to come on and just talk about anything that you like.
I did just remember one thing. Actually, that prototype we just showed of Cyclone, the new figure reveal,
hmm
you're going to be giving it away next week on your show. I don't think I'll be on your show next week, but
You're more than welcome to come
yeah.
on and
Okay.
and
I'll
do
pop
that.
in really quick.
You want to give something away? Wait a
Yes, yes,
second.
yes, yes.
Wait just 1 second here. Are you
You're
Is your
giving it
wife
away.
around? Can she check your temperature? Do you have a fever, sir?
No,
What
no,
exactly would you be giving away?
that figure right there that you're looking at
This
right there.
figure right here, you're gonna give it
Oh,
away?
Yes, we're giving it away. So,
Holy smokes, man. Are you kidding me?
not kidding at all. No,
All
no,
right.
that'd
no,
be
So
nice.
no.
yeah, no one show up next week if I'm the only
Yeah.
one here. Uh,
You're not going to be here whenever you do it. You can
oh
give it
no,
away.
no. If I'm the only person watching and I have a couple of my shill accounts,
Oh yeah, yeah. Just
yeah,
don't
I
announce
can
it,
win
paid
it.
or
You're
not.
stocked up in audience.
No, I'm kidding.
Have your
So it's
son
like,
come on.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'll call everyone I know. You got to tune into the stream. You're giving
Well,
this
you made
away?
you
What?
made
For free.
Smog very excited here.
That is insane. That is insane. You want to
Yeah.
give this? You got to back Nexus though. Okay, so it's going to be
Mm.
given away to one lucky Rise of Nexus Kickstarter backer, and I'm going to check. So
Yeah, we're
click
gonna
that
check.
link. Woohoo! Wow, that's great. So yes, please come back next week, and you don't have to stay the whole show if you're busy. I know you're busy, but yes. So what are you saying? Like you're going to give this figure away, the one we're looking at in the picture,
Yeah.
to one lucky viewer,
To one lucky viewer. Yeah.
our Kickstarter patron.
Maybe.
Okay,
Maybe.
you make the rules. We'll figure it out, right?
Yeah, we'll
Um,
figure it out. We got
and
time to figure it out.
yeah, and you still need it to show off, right, and stuff like that, or do you have like because this is
He is on his way here, I believe. I'm not 100%
okay,
sure what the decision was. I'll talk to Matt later, but I believe he's on his way here. If not, we'll just have him sent directly to you or whatever. We got
wow,
time to
dude, that's exciting. Okay, so next
Mhm.
week, big giveaway. Jokes on you guys. Oh, and it's an NFT figure. No, it's a real figure. It's a real figure, Bjorn. We're giving away an NFT of this
NFT,
action
yeah.
figure. No, this figure is great, guys. So yeah, if you want to win,
Mhm.
just don't come back next week. Me and my family will be here. I'll call Granny. Hey, I need you to log into YouTube. Just type this word when.
Yeah.
I'll have it all
Yeah.
set up.
Time comes. Type in
Yeah.
hashtag
No, I'm
awesome.
kidding. But make sure you go over to the link there and you get that Oops All Psychos add-on today at 4 o'clock, guys. It's
Yeah.
live now.
Should be live now. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I
check
should
that
double
out.
check that.
And yeah, giveaway is next Sunday, guys. And we'll put the details together and check into that. Thank you so much, Carlos. That's a very generous
Yeah,
way to
that's
give back
awesome.
to the community. That's really cool. And I'm going to be so jealous of the person who gets that shiny
Yeah.
sword. And Matt,
Yeah.
we got to have Matt on to talk about how he did that and
Yeah.
add it to your add it to your anxiety because that's the expectation now. Everyone wants that. The
Everyone's
crow.
gonna want a shiny
Yeah,
sword.
everyone wants a shiny
They
sword
could
now.
use to shave with, as a
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I would love that.
Yeah.
You ever use my folks had a set of like hors d'oeuvre kind of swords.
Uh,
They were metal,
oh yeah.
and
Oh,
I
Oh
wanted
yeah.
those. The plastic ones were great.
Yeah, the cocktail ones. Yeah,
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 the little
the
cocktail
yeah.
ones, but
yeah, yeah.
there were metal ones. My parents
Mhm.
had a set of them. They were a little too thick to fit in the
Yeah,
O-ring
the
figure's
grip.
hands without like kind of risking breaking a thumb. But not a problem on new figures. I'm actually gonna check eBay. I want to find one of those sets because I want metal swords for my
Swords.
things. See you later. Yeah, we're getting ready to get
Hey,
out of
take
here.
it easy.
And hashtag rigged will be yeah, that'll be the giveaway. Hashtag rigged. Thank you so much, Carlos. Thank you,
Yeah.
Bob. Thank you,
Oh,
everyone watching. And Bob, did you have something else?
oh,
Into the
no,
toy
just always a
box.
pleasure. Yeah, Into the Toy Box is coming up at 7 p.m. Eastern. So we're gonna be talking with Marvin about the plane figure, and then Die Hard 3.75 is gonna be on the show with us, and then he's also doing a show later at I want to say 9:05 Eastern, if I'm remembering that
Yeah,
correct.
yeah, I believe
So
it's 9:05. Yeah.
yeah, because he's
All
on
right.
the Superstation.
Yeah, awesome. I love Sundays. Yeah, it's I love that it's like the 118 kind of day.
Hmm.
It goes from I don't know if anyone goes earlier than us, but yeah, we do it, and
I heard of anybody, but
Chad's mostly 118 scale. That's all he
mhm.
really talks about too. So he loves the 118. It's all 118 love Sundays. I love it. Um, and then
Oh,
into the toy box.
I wonder if the 18th of January falls on a Sunday. That'd be awesome.
It would eventually, yeah. We have done
Yeah.
a 118 day stream for the last 2 years, I believe. On January 18th. But uh, have a great day, everyone.
Yeah.
Have an awesome week, and we'll see you next week, man. I mean, this is I just can't get over it. One, it's like an early release or prototype, I guess you would call it, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Rise Nexus figure that you'll have early access to, right? This will be like before the figures come out, so you'll have it
Yeah.
before everyone else, and painted by Matt LaCroix. Like
Yeah.
just having anything painted by him is like,
Yeah.
you know,
He does such awesome
a
work.
treasure. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Make sure you get it protect sealed or something.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be afraid to play with it. I'd put it in a sealed case, and then um, every show I go to, I would have it on the table for $1 million, and just to watch people go, "What the hell, man? I don't want to sell it. I just want to show everyone what I got. That's all." He is a toy god. All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Ian. Oh, I was gonna say Ian makes a good comment here. It looks like January 18th and 26th is a Sunday.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, that's great. So yeah,
So,
I think um we got to do like a whole group show where we
oh
all
yeah.
go on each other's shows or something. Yeah, it's gonna be real fun. We'll have a real big celebration and some giveaways and stuff like that. I think it'll be a really good time
Yeah, that sounds like a
because
great idea.
you know I would say 2 or 3 years ago I felt like not alone because there was always other 118 fans out there, but I had a lot of toy friends, but I didn't have a lot of 118 scale toy friends. So
Mm,
a lot of my
mhm.
friends were into Motu, and which I love. I shared their passion for that, or 112 scale stuff. But like finding a real cool crowd that just loves the 118 is like you know my dream come true.
yeah.
It's like it's
Oh, and
great. Yeah.
yeah. One other thing to mention, Ian, just remind, or not just anyway, Ian mentioned it. Yeah,
Of course.
Figtober is going on over on Instagram. So any of you on
That's
Instagram,
right.
type in the
Figtober,
hashtag
that is one of my favorite people in the world. Mr.
Starboy Station.
Starboy Station. Yes, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, guys.
Oh, it's no
Starboy
problem.
Station. No, I'm
We're
just,
getting to
it's
that
my
age.
brain. I'm like reading two things and trying to talk at the same time. Starboy Station is hosting that Figtober. Bob, just tell us a little bit about Figtober so people know.
So Figtober is an attempt to do is basically to show off custom figures. You can do a figure every day. You can do just two or three, however many you got time to do, because customizing takes a while. Well,
Yeah.
everybody gets that,
But it's
and
like every day of the month they're like featuring a new custom figure, which also like
yeah,
helps me disconnect from like the big companies because I'm like, who needs them, man? We got all
yeah,
this amazing custom, whether you just like looking at the pictures of people's custom things or they're inspiration for you to make your own kit bash or custom.
yeah,
Um,
and
you could
it's any
aspire to be like
format,
Matt
any
someday
scale.
with his
Yeah.
fantastic painting skills, which will never happen, but I try. I try.
Mhm.
Uh, but yeah, Ashley Wilbanks. Well, hi, very nice to have you here. What is the name of this one? This is
His
called
name
a
is Cyclone. So
cyclone, but it's
S E
spelled
Seiklone.
yes, yes, very cool. Uh, he's been doing Lego customs. That's really
Oh
great.
yeah, they've been really cool.
And Ian's finished his 30th custom today. Wow, dude.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah. So over on Instagram, that's like a hashtag Bigtober 2025, guys.
Yep.
Check it out. And that's not just for 1/18 scale, right? That's any
Yeah,
scale.
it's any
Yeah, any
scale, any
scale.
format, whatever you want to do, go for it. You can do
Okay.
vehicles, you can do figures, you can do animals, whatever. Just have
Yeah.
fun with it.
Yeah. And go back and look at what's been shown already because like I said,
Hmm.
whether it's just, you enjoy looking at them and sharing people's passion for the hobby, or you're inspired to make your own someday. Some really cool stuff out there. With
Yep.
that, though, guys, have an awesome rest of your day, rest of your week, rest of your life. Guys, go back, Rise of Nexus. I'll see you next week.
Thank you guys.
Take it easy, everybody.
Bye.